Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back to Retro Game Show.
Welcome back. Me and Jesse just had a heated debate about EVs, and we're gonna
Not heated, just informative.
Informative. Let's see what this rabbit has to say. No, not you again. I'm not in a hurry. Can't you see? I have no time to squabble over stars. Here, have it. I never meant to hide it from you, anyways. It's just that I'm in such a rush that that's all now. Well, I must be off. Ow! Let me go.
I'm late. I'm late.
It was in my butt, like the other one. Oh God.
Let me here's an alcohol wipe. Just polish it up a little bit.
So Jesse and I were talking about EV and power of the future and like nuclear and solar, and I was telling Jesse, if any of you have driven into or out of Las Vegas, holy shit, there are some insane solar arrays out there. Like, it looks like if you took, okay, you know the picture, the icon of the ion cannon in Command & Conquer that has that little the fins around it, and then it focuses fire and goes to the ground. Think of that, but on the ground, flat facing up.
Sick.
So it is this huge array of panels on the ground that focus light into the tower.
Yeah.
You can see the intensity of the beams. Like, there's two of them, like kitty corner, kind of side by side as you're going in and out of Vegas. You can see them off to your left or right, depending which way you're going, and you can see the light beam like hitting and focusing on this bright ass fucking tower.
That's dope.
And I was talking to my buddy Jordan. He's like, "Oh yeah, birds get fried in that."
Oh, that's sad.
Like, yeah, but
that's
I wonder how much. I really wonder how much they generate.
Yeah, I mean, so Chris and I, like, we started with EVs, and then we ended up just talking about like how much power does it take to run cities in general, because we were talking about infrastructure and how right now there's not a whole lot of those Tesla's charging stations, or what will soon to be universal charging stations. Right. The infrastructure is just really small right now. But one of my points was, we're in the fledgling stages. It's still very, very new, and with all the other car manufacturers coming to the table with their own EVs, that's going to push the need for each state to build blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But then we were talking about, well, where's that power even come from? To be able to charge all these things. So yeah, no, it's definitely like there's a lot of room for growth and improvement and fresh ideas and things like that. But no, I was mentioning as well. So Mark has Lee, who does Waveform podcast. He does his tech YouTube channel.
Yeah. Oh God.
He was talking about the fact with his other peers that most people aren't ready for an EV yet, which I 100% agree, because I'm not ready to convert my whole life over to needing to route to power stations and understanding like where I need to go and how far I can go and what is happening right now.
I'm trying to. It's sinking. If I
it kind of looks like you're lame dancing.
I'm white. Whoa! Look at me go.
The white guy shuffle.
That's me.
There we go.
But yeah, exactly. Like I was talking. It changes your whole mindscape of what. Wait, wrong way. Of what you're supposed to do. Like, yeah, I actually plotted a across the country trip with you can do because Tesla has a site for you to like plan your trip, because their power stations they're not very much around. Like for example,
especially in like Midwest and stuff.
Oh yeah, like for example, if I had taken the route to Vegas I took in a Tesla, I would have been stranded. There's no power stations the way I went, just fuel. There's none out that direction. But if you plot a course across the country in a Tesla with Tesla's website, it takes you about, I'm going to be wrong with my number, but let's just give a ballpark rough estimate. It takes about 4 to 6 hours extra time to get across the country because you're charging.
Because you're sitting charging.
Yeah.
But at least like you're not quote unquote spending money.
No, you have to pay. Electric stations are no longer free.
Oh, get the fuck out. Are you kidding?
They have not been free for a long time. They took away the grandfathering of the first like P1 and P2. That was gone like years ago. You pay for electric.
What the fuck is the advantage?
You pay less.
Oh, okay.
You pay less. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you don't pay like $60 to fill. You might pay like, I don't know, 10, something like that. But so, oh gosh.
Jesus.
Oh, friend. Wait.
I'm coming to get you.
That is the exact face. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesse. It's no longer free, but it's way cheaper.
Well, okay, I mean that makes sense. There's no way it could be free forever, ever, because for the early adopters, they wanted to give kind of like an incentive. I can see that.
And they were grandfathered in for a while. Like I know the first few years. Everybody got that like grace period of like, well, okay, it's free, it's no longer free, but since you bought it first, like you can have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like I think it was like it's a considerable amount of difference in time because you're sitting charging.
Oh sure. Well, and so and another point to the the Midwest states not being ready for it is apparently there was like, fuck, I forget what it was, like some big event happened in like a Midwest state where like a bunch of people from like more techie states came from out of town with their Teslas.
No.
But then when they all went to leave town,
they couldn't.
No. There was like
Sorry.
one Tesla charging station, and there's this famous photo of like 25 white fucking Model Ys or whatever the fuck, all in line, which means they were going to be there for like 8 hours.
Oh, easily, because one charge, then one charge, then one charge.
Yeah,
oh my god.
because it was literally, you were just, dude, and so that's why I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm not ready to take that plunge.
Well, that was when I was doing Uber for a bit. Actually, no, I take it back. I was not doing Uber. I was just picking up a friend at the airport. And the airport is one of the few places hi guys, we're in Sacramento. It's one of the few places that has a good, chunk of power stations.
Which would make sense. They have to.
Right.
Yeah.
I did this star. Why didn't it save? I know I did the star.
I was going to say, I thought this looked really familiar.
It is very familiar. Must not have saved. So I was there dropping off a friend, and I had to get gas because, I'm not rich. I don't have a fucking Tesla. So I was pulling in. I'm like, why are all these? I should have known. I was like, what are all these Teslas doing here? Sure enough, everyone's waiting because it's the only place in town, especially north of Natomas, again, higher in Sacramento, that has like a decent amount of bays to do it. So everyone's just waiting. I'm like, this is not a world I want to be in. Like, yes, I don't like polluting. I do my very best to like not pollute otherwise. I'm sure that person's getting me. Come on, Mario. Okay. But like, I am not like Jesse. I'm not ready to be in a queue for hours just to fill up my damn car with fuel, aka electricity.
Yeah.
Why didn't that work? God damn it! I think they know I'm trying to hack it. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. So when EVs become more universalized here in about 10 years, and the states have much better, whatever, then maybe I'll jump into it.
But okay. Now here's my counter.
There's no manual EVs.
No, because there's no transmission.
Yeah, because that's a huge fucking turnoff for me.
I know. But I'll give you 3 alternatives though. Now they didn't catch on because obviously, I'm not saying Elon killed these companies, but he has he's a salesman. His company's attractive, even though his cars are built kind of like shit.
They're shitty. I've seen like plastic paneling and shit just like pop off.
Exactly. It's like the price point is not what you think. Anyways, there's no. I'll take it back. There's like 3 companies there. No, don't. What the? Leave me alone. Why? This all looks to just fuck me over. Leave me alone. I'm trying to talk.
Your poor brain is trying to do 2 things at once.
So there's about 2. Oh my god. It's gonna run out. It's gonna fucking run out because that goddamn twister fucked me over.
Just letting you do your thing.
Yep, I know it. Thank you. Can I get there? Come on. So there's 2 or 3 companies that are competing with Tesla right now, but obviously they don't have the marketing thing that Elon has. The Lucid cars look sick.
Oh, I've heard of those.
And they get almost as far. There's a car called the Fisker, which is also really cool. That one was like it's like a 2009 model, but they didn't make it past their like infant stage.
Yeah.
Not really their fault, just kind of a design. Not a design flaw, just wasn't really for most people.
Well, and it just came out too early. 2009 was way too early.
Right, for EVs and stuff. So but what all these cars do, and also the BMW has 2. Oh, no.
They have the cell cars, right?
Jesus Christ. No, kind of. So they took EVs in a different path, which I think is... Now, I subscribe to Top Gear a lot, and I do disagree with a lot of things they say, but I also agree with a lot of things they say. And... the interesting thing about there's a BMW. Oh no! There's a BMW i8. It's technically a supercar.
I saw one parked in the valet and looked rad. I almost took a photo of it.
So guess what it is?
It's a fusion, or not fusion. It's a, the fuck is the word I'm looking for?
Hydrogen?
Hydrogen. Thank you.
It's not. It's an EV, but it's different, and this is where I think cars should be going.
Okay.
So it's got like a 300. It has 2 engines, so it's kind of like the Prius. And I'm gonna sound just like Jeremy Clarkson when I say this. Unlike the Prius, though, it can run on battery power alone.
Like you could just switch one off?
The Prius cannot. The Prius,
it's a forced half and half.
Yeah, so the Prius cannot run on battery power alone. It has to have the electric engine running. It's just there's a supplement when you're like at a stoplight or whatever.
Right.
So the cool thing about the i8 is, not again. So it's a supercar, but the car charges itself.
Based on what, traction or?
No, the fuel engine charges it. So unlike the Prius, which does not charge itself up. So think about having a Tesla with its own generation station on board. Instead of having to go to the power station to fill with power, it can charge itself. So you're out and about. Now the range is not good. They have to get better on the range. So let's say it's like 150 miles on fuel, which is not that great. I understand that. Oh my God, Chris, come on. Get up there. There you go. But when you get into town, like say you drive somewhere, but the whole way there you were charging it, so you can drive around town, and you're not putting out any more. You're not polluting the town you're in. You just get to town driving, but on the way you've charged it, which is cool because, yeah. So the Tesla dumps its battery on the way. This car charges it, and you can use both at the same time for a little bit extra power, all the while still charging itself.
But how does it charge itself? I'm confused.
So I can't. I'm not an engineer, so I can't explain it. But it's doing what the Prius does, but better. It's being more efficient about it. Like it actually, because the electric motor runs by itself, whereas the Prius it does not.
Right, but are you expending gas to charge the electric side?
Yes.
Okay. That makes senare. Then.
Yes, you are.
That was the piece I was missing.
I see what I did. That was the star I didn't get. It was on the outside. This is the inside. There were 2.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But yeah, so the BMW i8 does that, and so does the Fisker Karma. So the Fisker Karma was the first one to do it, having its own power generation station on board by saying the fuel engine can recharge the batteries, which I think is a fucking cool idea. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a much better. And like I said, I'm not an engineer, but that's like a really smart. Oh God damn it, this motherfucker.
Yeah, I can see where people. Oh, what the fuck?
It's basically.
Who walk here? Who breaks seal? Like ancient ones? We no like light. Rumble. We no like intruders. Now battle. Hand to hand.
That's good. I wonder what you do.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Oh my God! It's the thing from Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna lose.
But
oh God, I'm gonna lose.
Oh God, you're getting squished.
Oh shit, no.
Don't get squished.
Got him.
I think one person's argument could be is those dual systems. It's like, which sounds. I don't know if I believe in this argument, but like, if there's one thing, like in a Tesla, then there's one thing that can break down. If there's 2
100%.
things, then there's 2 that can break down independently. Blah 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 blah. Which is exactly why hybrid drives on computers were shit, because if the spinner side of the hard drive broke, then the SSD side broke too.
Okay, very true.
Yeah. Now that's not necessarily true with a car.
Right.
But
come on, where are you gonna go?
More complexity equals potentially more problems.
Well, there we go.
Potentially.
But yeah, like I'm just saying, like there you go.
Grumble, what happened? We crush like pebble. You're so strong. You rule ancient pyramid for today. Now take the star of power. We sleep darkness.
Were you Sean Connery there for a second?
I'm Sean Connery.
I liked it.
The brick.
But I just think it was interesting to go. Like, so you look at a BMW i, you don't think like that's like a supercar, but it is. And then you can have a really fast car when you want to, but then also not pollute when you want to.
Yeah, because you can kind of switch it back and forth. No, that's cool. So it's a really cool hybrid system.
So it kind of has the Chevy Volt and like a Toyota Supra Fusion. Because the Chevy Volt, let's be honest, it's like a 30-mile range on the. It's all electric, but it's a super tiny range. which is like great for running about town. But then you need a fuel car, to do your long distance journeys.
Sure.
So in the future, you're gonna either have 2 cars, which one's still fuel, or batteries get better. Or
the ranges have been getting better, but they're still not like like you said, to LA, you still have to charge up at least once, maybe if not twice.
I think I'm done with Mario for the day.
I was just gonna say I'm kind of good as well because I'm hungies. I'm ready to eat.
Let's wrap it up for then.
So, all right, everybody, thank you for listening to our TED Talk. And
our TED Talk, I love it. And we successfully didn't bring you to depression. We just talked about California and power and new vehicles and EVs and stuff.
Instead of talking about like emotions and feeling justified for your body.
Dude, emotions.
Today was all about tech.
Emotions are stupid. Anyways.
All right, love you, everybody.
Love you.
See you later.
Bye.